All right, we've hit the record button. This is episode 1 of Your Daily Dose, or The Daily Dose.
Your daily dose.
Your Daily Dose. And if you're thinking, what dose of what? I don't know. Whatever you get out of this. We'll be coming to you weekly, maybe multiple episodes a week. Just starting this out. My name is Luther Palmer. I'll be your host, and here is the Liz.
Hi, nice to meet everyone. My name still is.
So I run a yoga class out here in San Diego, California. Have started this yoga journey about 9 months ago, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my 8th month of taking yoga teaching courses, and what has definitely just opened my mind to where most people think yoga is just the postures, asana and flowing. And before we really get deep into episode 1, I'm just excited for everyone to hear this. Let's kind of correct our posture. If you're driving, if you're laying down, if you're sitting at a desk, just correct your posture. Fall in a natural curvature of your spine. Then give it some energy. Squeeze your mulabandha, which is your ground chakra, if I'm saying that or remembering it correctly, together. And have a nice posture as you listen to Your Daily Dose podcast, episode 1. So as I was saying, let's take a nice inhale together. Open mouth exhale. And let's get into the podcast episode. So as I was saying, I started this journey about 9 months ago with power yoga and learning it. I think I don't even know the school. It's kind of funny. It's NPTI out here in San Diego, California. But it's just great because I was expecting, as every boy probably going to do yoga, I'm just going to go in here, learn some postures, how to hold, and really just develop the movement of yoga, right? What I was not expecting is absolutely learning the philosophy of yoga. And we won't get too deep, or we will with some guests in some episodes, but for me, it's really just I've always had an open mind, but it's allowed me to collect my thoughts and attempt to build a road now with the bricks from my thoughts. So as a thought come in, I collect the brick, I put it down, and now it's the path that I want to walk. And it's been really, really inspiring. I've taught people physical fitness for, honestly, the first time I got paid was 2016 to design a program for somebody. And then 2019, I was official personal trainer in Washington State for a little bit. And then 2020 pandemic happened, and I started teaching people kettlebells in a park. Really discovered that I had an itch for strength, and I just wanted to be strong as possible. Fell in love and then will always love the powerlifting community. And that community showed me how important a coach is, how attentive your coach has to be, and deliberate they have to be as well. But teaching people to be strong is a unique way to look at fitness. And yoga has taught me that there's other ways you can teach fitness, not just strength, numbers, but also, attempting to find your edge in a posture, attempting to silence all the distractions while you're in your asana flow, bringing awareness to your breath and your prana, your life force. See, I can talk about a little bit of philosophy yoga, or the 8 yoga strings of yoga, the Yoga Sutra introduced. But basically, this podcast is going to be me talking about stuff like that. Like I said, it's your daily dose. Let's give the Liz some time to speak. I don't know where I was going with that. I was just trying to give an honest intro of how we got here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yoga's been fun. especially with the how you mentioned being that stillness, like being okay with that silence. I feel like a lot of us it takes time to really pay attention and be present in those moments of silence because we're so wrapped up in the noise of, traffic and
Life.
life. Yeah, that's how it goes. So it's definitely been a fun journey with that. Definitely the stretching. It's just like you don't even know you can stretch certain muscles until you kind of feel all those poses in yoga. So it's been fun. I like it. It's definitely been different. Nothing that I've tried ever before just because I've always been afraid that I'm like I don't have the flexibility, but it's not all about flexibility. I think it's mostly just like you mentioned being present with your breath, becoming that one with you.
Yeah, and I really feel that's that's like an inspiration of the name of the podcast and the practice. I know. So what's fun is you have we've done powerlifting together. Um, Now and then we went deep into sandbag training. Now we're on this like 5K, 10K running journey, but also now accepting the practice of adding some yoga. Like I think I'm at a point where I'm going to be doing yoga for a while, each week, and I think I definitely want to teach it for a while, each week. But it's not teaching people to be strong or stable or find the correct way to look in the posture. It's trying to teach people just to commit to the daily dosage of it.
Yeah, for
Like it
sure.
truly comes with the reps here. Because each time you find yourself in a pose, it's a little bit different anyway. So it's kind of like, when do you figure out, like, by looks? Oh, okay, the hips are square, your knees bent over the second toe, you have right alignment, but does it feel right? How does it feel?
Mhm.
And then trying to find that success in the stillness and trying to teach that has just been so fun, so interesting too. Because again, when you're teaching people how to be strong, you got to pull from something else. In yoga, what I've seen is everyone truly has their own reason to be here. And I feel like it's like that with any fitness, but like it really shows with yoga.
I feel like there's more of that connect of becoming one with
Yeah,
your practice.
the
Like
unity.
really focusing and harnessing that is what gets you to be good with yoga.
Yeah. So when I first started teaching, it was more like a power style yoga. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And now, if we have to put it into words, or I guess if someone that that would come review my practice, maybe if Coach Czar would come here, he would be like, I think it's more of like a slow flow vinyasa, or like a more authentic. And there's gonna be some people that hear this word when I say hatha style, because in yoga, every and guys, this will not just be a yoga centric podcast. It's just
It's just
first
how we're
episode.
starting.
First episode. Let us just breathe. But hatha is just asana. It's the movement. So
Mm-hmm.
honestly, every style of yoga that involves an asana, a posture, or a link of asana is a hatha style. But I feel like there is some hatha style yogas that is more traditional and a little less. I'm going to use the word wacky, but that's probably not right, because it's your practice. Have fun with it. Um, what I'm getting to say, do you like the more power style, or where we're at and what we're developing now?
I think I like more of where we're at now, just because I feel like it does really go hand in hand with our interval running. Like it really warms us up to really stretch those muscles that you kind of, I guess, neglect, especially because most of us in practice are like office workers or like work from home. So
Yeah.
we spend a lot of time sitting. So it definitely helps us open up, our hips, our legs, our
Yeah, I
hamstrings,
think
and things like that.
everyone currently in the class right now all has like a you're sitting for at least 4 hours of your job,
Exactly.
at least for 4 to 5 hours of your job.
Mhm.
And that's just so common in today's job force.
Mhm.
God, and I wish like, because I'm thinking about my boy brain right now, because I've coached, I've helped a lot of people get strong, lose weight, and whatever. But did I make them feel good? Like, that's what I'm thinking. It's hard to, sit and be compressed all 4 to 6 hours, then go and sit in your car, and then be like, I need you to put this bar, excuse me, on your back.
But I
I
think
need you to compress a little more instead of not. And I don't like to use the word stretching a lot, especially like if I'm coaching you. I don't think you've heard me say stretch. You've heard
yeah,
me say
no.
get long,
Yes.
extend yourself.
Mhm.
Because stretching, I think, can put people in this mindset where they're like, I have to hyperextend or I have to reach beyond.
Okay. That makes more sense as to why that's the
And that's like
verbiage you're
the
using.
the
Okay.
little word choice that I like to use. Where getting long or really extend or try to reach out and connect with like this tree. Obviously, you cannot even reach that tree. It's so far. And instead of stretching out and causing like this weird deviation because the play on words, because cueing is so important. But to go from like compressed state, being wound up and bound through work, and then being like, I need you to do some compound barbell movements or machine movements, has to be rough. Where now I would be like, hey, go get a 20-minute yoga session in just to warm up, and then go into that war with yourself. Because I feel like I I had this boy brain approach of like, I'm gonna go learn this damn yoga stuff, pick little things here because I know I'm missing something in my and just how I want to coach, not just being, because we were talking about this earlier, how you find something like there's a coaching manual or there's a course or there's a YouTube video that you're going to watch or a podcast that you'll listen to, and this coach is going to be like, X amount of things, this is how I do it, and then there's something that you see that pulls you, that you gravitate towards, and then you start trying to be that coach, and the next thing you know, you end up just doing your own thing. Maybe take some months, some years, and I felt like that is what I've been doing. And as soon as I found yoga and the philosophy of yoga, and honestly the lineage of Coach Czar and how he's teaching it, it's really opened up my mind and being like, okay, this is exactly, I was missing the yoke, the unity, the yoga in my fitness,
Mhm.
because I love being strong, I love being able to run, but I also love like knowing that if I need to sit still, I can sit still. If I need to control my breath, I can control my breath. If I need to find this posture, I could figure it out in the stillness and to be okay with it. And I'm really enjoying that right now. I'm really enjoying that right now. Yeah, but it's been good. It's been good. I've been really happy with the class too. And yeah, if you guys are hearing like the class or whatever, I mentioned this earlier into the podcast, but we'll mention it again. If you're in San Diego, California, and you're looking for some yoga, we do yoga outdoors every week, Monday, Wednesday, at 6 p.m., sometimes 6:15.
Yes, 6 to 6:15.
If you want to know the location, go to Instagram and look up Train with Sand currently, or look in the description here. It might be changing, but Train with Sand, one word. You'll see my lovely face pop up. I will be your coach L. Come out for a session, have some fun, and we'll have a great time. But yeah, I think, we can wrap it up. We're about to be in that 15-minute territory. I think I talked way too damn much. But yeah, this is the first episode of Your Daily Dose podcast, brought to you by KPTZ. Yeah, you want to close us out with anything?
No, I think we're good. I think you closed it real good. Everything
Cool.
made sense.
Awesome.
At least Siri out here in the park. It's about to be sunset.
Yes. So we are doing this outside in the park where we do practice yoga. But the fun thing about this is, and we'll talk more about this in a future episode, but this will only and always be a audio only podcast. This podcast, Your Daily Dose, will be only audio only. And there's a reason for that. And we'll peel back those reasonings, those layers, much, much deeper in this podcast journey. But yeah, like, subscribe, tell someone that you know about that has a podcast now. You want to do some yoga, hit us up at Train with Sand at Instagram. And leave us a review on Spotify. And we'll be with you next week.
Share, and follow.
Peace, peace, peace. Do we have a horn? We have these sound buttons too. Listen to this. Oh, that's the laugh track. That's the clap track. That's like the put-tum. And then the air horn. We're out of here.